and her husband knew she needed to go to church on a particular day. Her husband had gone ahead of her, and her husband purposely sent the driver home and told the driver to close early for the day and made sure that anybody that could drive her to church would not be available. Just to make sure that that thing that she doesn't want to do, she does it by force. And that is what she's giving as an example of how her
He made her
husband is
a
a
better
wonderful
person.
husband.
There was something else that she even said again. Can you guys hear me? My phone had gone off. It overheat and went off. Can you guys hear?
Now.
Okay. So she also said something that he wanted her to do something for him. And then she said no. Then he just went off on her. He started sparking, right? He started raising his voice at her. I think when she started saying it, she just realized that what she's saying actually sounds somehow like it puts the man in a bad light. Then she now said, I can't really remember what it was. Okay, I think it was one billboard something. Then she now came up with one cooked up story where she was like, she said that he wanted her to be on a billboard. He wanted her face to be on a billboard about a certain program. And then she had said no, right? This guy does not look like somebody who will come and ask her that we want to put your face on a billboard. He looks like somebody who will just go and print the billboard without even asking for her permission. So I know that she was trying to lie. Do you get? But even if that was the story that she initially wanted to share, the fact that somebody said they do not want their face on a billboard, you cannot be like, oh, why is that? Find out why the person does not want their face on a billboard and be like, okay, but this is the work of God. I think if we agree to do this, and you explain your reasons why you wanted her face on a billboard. That is how an emotionally intelligent person should be, right?
Do you know that for those of you that have heard me say a thing or two about my ex-husband, he's not as horrible as Kingsley. He's not as horrible as Kingsley. Me, I'll tell my ex-husband that this responsibility...
If you're on YouTube, can you hear me? If anyone on YouTube, can you hear me? Thank you.
Responsibility you want me to take up in church, I'm not interested. I don't want to be a part of it. It will be like, okay. Even though...
And even it will annoy him. Yeah, even if he wants to persuade you, he would explain why it is important for him that you be there. Do you understand? But for her to say he
explained tire. He explained tire. I was just like, no, I'm not doing. And he just left me, like, he just let me be. He didn't try to, like, sit on my head or anything. Like, this guy is worse. You know, is when a woman leaves a marriage, people think, oh, that husband was just the worst of all. They don't understand that another man can be in a 50-year-old marriage and is worse than the one that I left. People don't get that. This guy is worse than... If I was married to Kingsley Okonkwo, I couldn't have been married for 11 years. I could not have been married for 11 years.
Not even 3 months. I can't even do a week.
Only work.
If you're on YouTube and you can hear me, please let me know. If you can hear me, just say hi on YouTube. If you're streaming from YouTube and you can hear me.
And I also want ladies to think, this story Timmy shared. Why do you think he got really aggressive with her about putting her picture on a billboard? Why do you think he was so aggressive about that kind of thing? Why couldn't he just be like, okay, no problem, I'll just put my own picture alone then? Why?
Okay, Tofumi, thank you.
Why do you think he got so mad about it and wanted a picture on that billboard by force, by fire? Because she would be saying that kind of story as if, oh, it was just for her husband was trying to encourage her ministry, trying to get her to do something for God. Exactly.
The market sells better if is a woman. If somebody is going there to go and preach about submission, right? The market will sell better when is a woman. You can clearly see that a woman